What's good, you guys? It's Greed. Today's video is going to be about Dororo. Pretty popular show. I guess it's new. I don't even know when it came out. I'm just not getting on it. But first two episodes, I watched the first two episodes of it. It's pretty decent. Basically starts off with a feudal, I guess a lord of a village in feudal Japan, renounced Buddha, if you want to say. And he made a bargain with 12 demons. 12 demons to basically save his country. 12 demons took his newborn son. It was like a few years afterwards. Like they didn't strike the ordeal right away. But yeah, they didn't strike the deal right away. They took the son like a few years later. He had a son. They took him. He was born with like a face, body, anything. Like, well, he had a body, but he didn't have like arms and stuff like that. And he was missing organs. It was crazy. He wanted to be the ruler of the country, or run the country. So then he gave the baby to one of his servants, and they were gonna go kill it. But then, like they felt like the baby wanted to live, so they let him live. They just sent him off on a boat. And then there was this old dude. He was sensing like auras. There was a demon on the shore that he killed the little servant. He killed the servant that was sent to kill the baby. I forgot the baby's name. I forgot what it was. It's like Haiku or something like that. It's called Hai something. I'm gonna call him Hai for the sake of it. He not the main character. I don't think he's the main character. Like Dororo, whatever his name is, he's the main character. We get like a fast forward 16 years. We're grown up. We meet Dororo, who's the show is named after. We see he's a thief, really. That's all he is. He's a thief. He runs into the baby. Hi. He was fighting one of the demons, and I guess like he defeated him. But I guess like when he defeats the demons, like it gives him back a part of himself, I guess. So he got his skin back, his face and skin. Then he defeated another one, which was on the second episode. Like I said, I watched 2 episodes. He defeated another one. The first one was like a ghoul, like type of like, it looked like garbage. And then the second one was a dragon lizard looking thing. He also saw another demon. There's other demons out there too, but they like demons that haunt people. Like this dude, he was killing people to get money. Like he was being greedy. So like he was haunted by like the demons of the people that he killed. Like one of the dudes the first dudes he killed. That's where I'm at really so far. Seeing Bro get his nervous system back, I guess. And I think it's like making him weaker as he goes. So let's see how it like really I don't know. Let's see how it really plays out. I think it's like 10 episodes in the series. All right, so we're gonna get into this first episode. Well, not first, third episode really. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that their like land is plagued with war, so it's like not just that country; it's like other countries around it. It's pretty cool. So I guess this is going to venture out into the world. Like I know that the dude from the village, the one his son got took, son got took. He's worried that another village is going to attack him. So like his luck is getting bad. Like everything reverses whenever his son fights a demon and regains part of his body, basically. All right, just give you an insight on what's going on. First scene opens up to people being crucified. Like think of like Jesus Christ crucified, like being put on crosses, nailed to crosses, their ears being cut off. Like I said, there's war in this village, or war in this region, like this country. So it's a lot going on. I don't know who's doing it, but we're about to find out. So now we have the title of this episode, The Story of Jukai. The first episode, I think, was the story of Gordo, whatever his name was. Man, I'm not good with names. Y'all know that. But it's the father. It was the story of the father. The second one was the story of the son, I believe. So this Jukai, I guess is what we just saw is a man's wife. He was nailing, one of the men were nailing people to the crosses, like the people that they killed. And his wife was running down, and I guess she was about to be killed. They killed his wife. He was in like shock and disarray. Like he just threw himself off a cliff. I'm assuming that's Jukai, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use my context clues and assume that's Jukai. Like I said, I haven't seen this before. So Jukai really is the dude that flung himself off the cliff. He makes prosthetics for people who have like cut off arms and stuff like that. We seen him in the first episode, like he was giving like limbs to dead soldiers so they could die whole. It's pretty cool. All right, so we just got this scene where one of the dudes that work for Jukai, he runs to like a lady and the kid's in pain because he got his arm chopped off by a samurai. He's a kid, and that's crazy. And he says a samurai passing by, but I think, oh, see, this is crazy. I think it's like a demon or something. Like, why would a samurai cut a little kid's arm off? And then at the end, like she says something like, "Oh, you can't believe rumors. I thought the doctor was gonna be scary." So there's like literally, that's probably something being said about Jukai as a character. There's more to it than it seems. Okay, so we just found out what the rumors was. Basically they found out what he used to do. So we know that this is like further down the line from what happened when he threw himself off the cliff. So basically he used to work for someone called Lord Shiba. That was when he was nailing people on crosses. And this apprentice found out, I guess, his apprentice is, yeah, he doesn't have a leg. So he gave him his apprentice. He knew his apprentice since he was an orphan. But his apprentice just found out. The reason he ended up with Lord Shiva is he was stranded at sea, and they took him to their country, and then taught him how to make prosthetics. And I guess they're there invading, I believe. So that's why the war is going on. Apparently, his apprentice's father died in the war that the Shiva clan had waged on their people. So of course the apprentice is feeling some type of way, you know. So the apprentice Kanami, he wanted to kill Jukai, but he didn't because Jukai copped the plea. He was basically like, "Yo, just let me finish the arm for the little kid." So he finished that, and then basically Kanami took his prosthetic leg off that he had since he was like a kid, or like that Jukai made, and he was just like, he left. He was like, "You're never going to be my salvation." So he definitely just left Jukai's side. So now we see Jukai come into first contact with the baby from the first one that had no face, no skin, nothing. He sensed also the same thing that the old lady sensed, which the baby wanted to live. So he showed compassion, shed some tears. So it shows us that the kid, the faceless, the skinless baby, until I learn his name. Basically, he has a brother. His father and mother had another child a year later, who the father wants to make the heir to the country, basically, because he rules the country now. Now we see, it's just 6 years later. Now we see the baby all grown up, and he has a prosthetic mask, arms and legs, and Jukai is taking care of him. So his name is Hakemaru. Let's see if we can remember that. Hakemaru. Also forgot to mention that Hakemaru cannot see at all, so only thing he sees is, like, he can't hear either. Only thing he sees is like color. Red is like the demon, white is a pure soul, not, you know what I'm saying, negative or harmless, as you could say. So that's the thing too. Dororo has a white aura, but his aura is weird. Like it has like a flame to it, but he's non-harmful. So I feel like something's up with him. The series wouldn't be named after him if it wasn't for a reason. Yeah, they just got attacked by a demon. He just got attacked by a demon, and so it gets real deep right now. His brother Tahomaru, that's his younger brother. He is proficient in sword fighting, samurai. He's being trained. It's gonna be a battle at the end of this. I can feel it. So you can already see a kind of divide and where it lies. Like I feel like more of Hakamaru is going to be attached to his mother because his mother wanted to keep him. The father didn't, of course. And Homor, whatever the name, the Ho, that nigga, he's more attached to his father. He wants to know about war and all that, how his wars were and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's getting interesting, the plot thing. So we get a glimpse of a power scale, kind of. Hakamura, he's training through seasons, really. Slaying demons, it would look like every day. Like he's a beast, he's a natural. Like he can see, he's fighting like as if he can see, like a regular person. Like I said, he regained his face in in episode 1. So that just makes, like, I know he's gonna regain his like humanness. So if he regains his eyesight, will he still retain his fighting prowess? And will it make him even more OP? That's the real question. Jukai seems to be questioning himself if he made the right decision in taking in Hakamura. He's contemplating within himself, really. So Hakamura just destroyed a demon, and Juko witnessed his leg regrowing. All he has is the muscular structure, bone, and that's it. Oh, no, he don't have nerves. Like I said, the nerves grew back, like, second episode, I believe. Jukai's letting Hakamura leave on his journey. You know, it's emotional. So some tears were shed, real nigga tears. So yeah, like I said, my nigga just regained his sense of pain. And he stepped in fire just to see what it felt like full-fledged foot in there. But yeah, that was it for episode 3. Dororo found out that he had to kill demons just to get his body parts back. So they'll be helping him along. It's an old guy with him. I forgot the old guy's name. He's blind as well, and he can only see auras as well. My prediction is that Dororo himself will gain this sight to see demons and all that type of good stuff, and he will also learn how to fight. Because he obviously refers to Hakimura as his big brother. So yeah, let's see how this pans out, you guys, and see you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Right out.